Hey everyone, it's Father Ted at Christ Church Anglican on this Tuesday, July 28th, 2020. Welcome. This weekly message today is sort of a public service announcement, a PSA. I've talked to you about this before, not that long ago, but it's good to be reminded about these things. We live in a crazy world where there's some bad folks out there, and I want to remind you today about emails and other communication from me and from the church staff. Just recently, some emails went out in my name that were not from me, and I want to ask everyone to learn to distinguish the fact from the fiction, the hack from the real message from me. And so there's a couple of ways that you can do that. And the first way is the email address itself. Like every staff member at Christ Church, my email is a particular way. There's the first initial, T, for my first name, and then the full last name. So T. Duval at christch.org. And everyone else on staff has a similar email. For instance, Dr. Coates is jcoke at christch.org. Or Belle Crofts is bcroft at christch.org. There are no Gmails addresses coming to you from me or other staff members of Christ Church. And certainly I don't have any other email address than tduval at christch.org. For instance, I don't have an email address that's reverendtedduval at gmail.com. So that's your first tip-off. And if you see that, just delete it. The second tip-off is that I'm a fairly educated man who writes a good sentence. And the grammar and the syntax and the flow is often just a little bit bad in some of these fake emails. So if it doesn't sound like me and the good speaker that I am, that's another tip-off. The third thing is the signature at the end. I almost always sign my emails faithfully Father Ted or just Ted. These are usually signed Reverend Ted Duval. I never sign my emails Reverend Ted Duval. But maybe the biggest tip-off is the content of the email itself. This is what it usually says, or close to it. It says, I need your help, but I'm in a meeting right now. I can't get out. Just answer this email. And when you answer the email, what I am asking you to do is to send money to that address or to buy an iTunes card. I would never ask you to help me in that way. I would never ask you through an email to send me money or an iTunes card, so you know it's fake. Now, with all those ways to know it's fake, what do you do about it when you receive it? Well, you delete it, and then you don't contact me. You'd think that I would want to know that it's happening out there, but I already know that it's happening out there. One day recently, I spent from morning till night individually responding to everyone who said, I got an email from you, I think it's a fake. So all day long, instead of doing ministry, I was saying, I know. 17 other people told me. So don't even tell me about it. Just delete it and move on. If I'm going to ask you for money, it's because of the Every Member canvas every year, the Ministry of Annual Giving, and that will simply be fill out a pledge card and honor your commitment and support your church. Well, I hope that this has been helpful, and I know that there's sometimes it's hard to know the difference, but just take your time and look at it closely and delete the ones that aren't from me. Be safe, be connected, and pray for Christ Church. And please read the letter that I have attached to this message, because it's about some current reflections that I have on the coronavirus situation and our life in the church together. God bless you.